With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary K.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K. I'm excited about a new webinar. It's a new style of webinar that we're going to do at the end of the month in December. It's going to be our year-end wrap-up and it's going to be kind of different than a typical year-end wrap-up. It's not just going to talk about products from 2023, but it's going to talk about the products in 2023 that affect 2024, the products that are going to have an influence on the development of new products in 2024. That is Wednesday, December 13th. It's going to be a panel. It's not just going to be me. It's part of my Exertis Almo webinar series, and it is sponsored by Yealink. And Yealink, there's probably few companies, like a handful of companies I can mention or think off the top of my head that have had more of an influence on our industry in the last year than Yealink. And I invited Bill Newman from Yealink to join us. Bill, first off, congratulations on a great year. I mean, y'all, if you look back 5, 6, 7 years ago, you were known as a phone company. And all of a sudden now y'all have a whole line of UC products that are substantially impacting our industry.
Yeah, the last 3 to 5 years have really been unique. I've been in this business for almost 30 years now.
Yep.
And of course, COVID had a tremendous impact on our cultural experiences. But even still, the advent of Teams and the climb of UC into the glue that's literally holding all of our organizations together, whether it's Teams or Zoom or some other platform, has really been eventful. So we're very proud of the influence that we've had. We pride ourselves on taking the feedback, which much I'm going to share with you today, from our end customers and from the integrating channel as well, but more so the end customers, exactly what they want to see, what they want to be able to do, and more importantly, how much they're willing to spend.
Yeah, and one of those kind of concepts that you guys really is quite unique to you is something you call the MVC S90. And the MVC S90 is sort of a kit of products, and it sort of ups the ante by kitting complete, for example, Microsoft Teams rooms into a system configuration, and it comes with 2 cameras. It comes with a controller. It comes with the wireless presentation capabilities. It comes with compute. It comes with everything, and you can actually. It's interesting because I talk a lot about high flex, and the future of our industry is high flex, not just hybrid. You have actually integrated the capability of putting 9 cameras into this system, which means that you could literally. If I'm a remote participant, I could see everything and even all the nuances in the room, which is part of that intelligent AI that's inside of Teams, as an example. You're really leveraging that with the MVC S90 system.
Yeah, we certainly are. And I have a good piece of information for you to share with your audience. Just recently, we released new firmware that allows us to take that multi-camera experience, say for a multi-purpose training room, a high-end boardroom, those kind of things. And now we're bringing it into divisible spaces. And we can now combine, if you will, up to 4 separate systems into one large system.
So you can use one of the controllers to manage 4 different rooms simultaneously when it's divided up versus. That's pretty cool. And that's obviously because of the AI that's inside of that and how it's smart enough to recognize. I mean, do you have to have a separate control system to do something like that, or are you doing that all internally?
We're doing it all internally. Okay. And there's a couple of different approaches that you can take. And the most cost-effective solution is to use Jink Hardware 100%.
Yeah.
Use Yealink cameras, of course. Our image processors get tied together in this configuration, but also the audio components. We make some very high-quality microphones and speakers that you can spread out throughout your spaces. And when you press the combine button, it can bring all those different rooms into one master system or one primary system.
That's the tough part, is combining the audio input and output for distributed audio. And I think that's one of the unique things that y'all did with the MVC S90s. You kind of left the audio optional depending on the install that you did. You handled the video, you handled the AI, you handled the processing, you handled the compute, and you handled the app, whether you're using Teams or Zoom. But you're allowing audio to be based on, I'm guessing, the room size and the configuration of the room is the reason why you did it.
Yeah. I mean, there's we certainly enjoy working with our technology partners, such as your QSCs and your BiAmps and so forth. And to be completely honest, there are many spaces where there's nothing short that will do the job of what a DSP with different types of form factor in microphones, and there are applications for that. But what we have found is, think of it more of as the democratization of a high-end AV. Most typically, historically, these kind of spaces would cost you a solid six-figure price tag for each room. Now we're able to bring that into a price range where any company can afford it. Any room budget that, frankly, most people are paying more for furniture now than they are for the AV gear to run the room. All right. And that's been a godsend to us, because it has allowed many end users, instead of doing one high profile room, they're now doing 5, 6, 7 high profile rooms in either a combined, uncombined environment or in a standalone environment. So it really has brought that distributed video, distributed audio, high-end experience down to just about any space that the enterprise wants to deploy.
Well, this webinar is going to be awesome, because it's not just going to talk about UC. It's also we're going to talk about digital signage and Pro AV. And this is a good example. The MVC S90 is a good example of a product that is going to influence products in 2024, not just because of what Yealink is doing internally, but you can imagine that this is going to get emulated by a lot of other companies out there. But also, it's sort of as a system in a box approach, which is, I definitely think, a trend for 2024. And you're going to see more companies collaborating in these kind of environments. So join me for this webinar on Wednesday, December 13th. It is free. You get a CTSI, CTSD, and standard CTS, regular CTS credits as well. It is sponsored by Yealink, and it's called What Mattered in 2023 and How It's Going to Affect 2024. As I said, it's free. Register below. Bill, I look forward to seeing more from Yealink in 2024. And thanks for joining me today to promote this webinar on December 13th.
Well, thank you for the invitation, Gary. We look forward to the webinar as well. We have much more to share. 2024 is going to be a remarkable year for new product releases for us.
And remember that all of the Yealink products are available through exertusalmo.com. You can check it all out at exertusalmo.com. Thanks for joining us today, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you.
With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and